to the notice of the 7 p.m. That's right, here we are at the SN, a pesticide factory in the city of Bhopal, which today suffered an explosion in one of its storage tanks. The factory suffered a serious problem when Fort Lake maintains about 45 tons of the dangerous methyl isocyanate escaped from an insecticide plant. The hypothesis that the authorities managed is that when a water enters to the tank, creates a reaction with the material in the tank that helps with pieces of iron produced for the corrosion of some pipes, create an exothermic reaction that starts the catastrophe. The cloud of gas was dispersed for all the urban area, causing in the person some issues in her respiratory pathways and AIDS. Currently, are a report of 1,000 deaths for welcome. Today we will talk about it. To continue, my partner Nicolas.
It's estimated that between 6,000 and 8,000 people died in this catastrophe. In addition, thousands of cattle and domestic animals also died. The plant where the big catastrophe happened belonged to Union Caribbean Association and India government. The plant produced pesticides for a long time, which was the vital importance for the high food supply. The saving was the pesticide that they manufactured. To do it, they could take multiple drugs. To effectuate, they produce phosgene for posterior fabrication of methyl isocyanate, one principal molecule of saving. Is the principal problem and the possible origin. Everything started for an obstruction in the principal pipes in the plant. When an employee started his cleaning work, he connected a tube which provides water to principal pipe in the plant. The water ran solid as crystal salt and metal residues. These residues obstructed the outlet pipes until the water arrived the metal isocyanate tanks, causing the big exothermal reaction. For más information, our expert Juan and Joseph will speak about it following, guys.
Good afternoon. In relation to the Bhopal accident, this can be considered as a great failure in decision making. Since the investigations show us that it was presented thanks to a bad selection of materials, possibly in the search of a reduction of cost. However, it seems that the wear and reactions of the materials used for the pipe and the maintenance that it will need were not taken into account. Similarly, I wonder why a factory with too many biological hazards is allowed to be located so close to the population.
Thank you, Nicolas, for the invitation. I consider that this was an unfortunate event that had many human mistakes. In this event, we can show a one type of kinetics, that is the explosion. The kinetics was caused by means of water and methyl isocyanate, which release the heat and speed up the reaction, create a very toxic white smoke. This phenomenon occurs when happen a simultaneous reaction between the methyl isocyanate molecules, which produce a bubble that increases the pressure on the tank and finally explode. This explosion could have been avoided if the tank of the refrigeration has been repaired when it stopped working, because it would have slowed down the reaction rate. This not only mentions the catalysis column that should have been in perfect condition to decrease the release of this toxic cloud. Thank you.